Yo, welcome back to the Nurses of the Core podcast and episode 7. Here we are again today talking about the anime, the movies, and the video game news that we heard throughout the week from people, the Instagrams, the scrollings, the
Tic
doom
Tacs.
scrollings, all that stuff that we saw. So let's get it on with this episode and let's talk about anime because you said you had some anime news. And also, I'm your host, the one and only, and with my co-host, the Scorpion. So what you got for me? What'd you see?
So the first one that I had that's actually I actually screenshotted unlike the other thing.
Yeah.
Was apparently the country of Peru is now selling okarun balls.
Who?
The character from Dan Dan Dan.
Oh, Okarun.
Okarun.
Okay.
I was like, I haven't seen the anime
who are
to
you
actually
talking
see.
about?
I haven't seen the anime to see how it's actually said. But yeah,
They're selling balls.
they're selling his balls.
Oh, okay.
Like,
is it candy or
It
something?
looks like it's candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah.
They got the color down.
Oh, is that
Because
how they look?
they're gold. Yeah, they're golden. I don't
That's
know why
hilarious.
they're golden.
It's because
I think it's just like
he's got them balls on him. Like, boy's not scared.
I mean, no, they're not on him. They're off.
Yeah,
That's why
but it
you
just
can
shows
sell
that-
them like that.
Yeah, but he doesn't have like 6 of them in the
What's
pack.
that laugh?
Yeah,
Water gun.
yeah, the Windex spray.
That's funny. Would you buy those? I think you would. I
Just,
feel like
I would buy one if they're candy. Buy one to try.
because you want those
but-
balls in your mouth.
No, crazy. Crazy. But I bought one to try, and then the other one I'd have just to have. I don't know how that would.
You're gonna keep another man's balls in your room?
Well, yeah, isn't the witch keeping it?
No,
No, what's she doing with them?
she kept the penis.
What does his balls have to do with it then?
It's just that whole thing.
What?
That's the thing. I mean, I know you end up watching Dan Dan Dan,
Mhm.
so I'm not gonna tell you. But
I started
it's
like
really funny.
the first few minutes of it.
It's good.
When,
It's really
what's the girl's
surprising.
name?
Momo
Yeah, when she was getting beat up by that one dude.
or Miss Isa.
Miss Ayase.
It's another Momo character I do like.
Momo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yorozu. Yorozu.
Yeah,
Yazaruzu.
yeah, she's my favorite.
What's
Which is
another Momo?
You put me on the spot. You really put me on the spot. This Momo was the only other Momo I was thinking of.
You're
I
looking
think
at-
there's like 2 more. Pretty sure there's like 2 more Momos that I know of, but I have to really think about it.
So it's just, I feel like it's not a common name, but it's a common name in anime.
Yeah,
For some
yeah,
anime
yeah,
players.
for sure. I mean, you're definitely the kind of person to buy that kind of stuff because I know you bought in the sensu beans.
Yeah.
That you had that you never ate.
I did.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
If you did, okay, maybe the first time, the second time, they were in your car for a long time.
It was just the bag.
It was the bag,
Yeah.
and that's why you bought it. You know, because I'm totally down for that kind of stuff too. That's why I always want to go to one of those like pop up anime like cafes or things, so I can like try like the themed food.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally down for that kind of stuff. That's really cool.
They're chocolate vanilla flavors.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of gross though, because like if the outside is chocolate and the inside is white,
What? Why?
because scientifically,
Scientifically.
what
scientific
our balls consist of?
meat?
Okay, you slice one open, it'd be like vanilla cream inside. Okay.
Yeah, because you can see the wrapper, like the wrapper's gold, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You mean the coating is gold?
No, like you can see the it's the coating
That's what I just said.
of the wrapper.
Oh, so it's a wrapper. So okay.
Mm-hmm.
See,
The
I-
actual thing itself is like a chocolate ball.
Oh, okay. See,
Mhm.
I thought there were gonna be like M&Ms, where like the coating of the chocolate is gold.
Oh, gotcha.
'Cause
No,
that
no,
would
no.
have been cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's still
Mhm.
again cool, and it doesn't surprise me that I'm surprised it's not sooner, but I guess the anime did kind of just drop,
Yeah,
so it makes
but so
sense.
far it's just it's the only place that they have it.
But I'm surprised that like Delicious in Dungeon doesn't have like anything like merch
I
wise.
was gonna say
It's
it
not
has a
pretty
cookbook, but I
quiet.
don't think so. I think what we saw was the like the monster book or whatever.
Yeah, it's like an encyclopedia of
Mhm.
like
but it was
it's like the things you watch with movies, like the follow along walk through like
the
you can-
companion.
companion, like it's a
Yeah, a
companion book for
companion
Delicious in
book.
Dungeon. So, but it's kind of weird. I wonder what dictates like merch when it comes to like stuff like
food
that.
wise or just in general.
Just in general, because like I'm thinking about it now, like even Jujutsu Kaisen, I think recently
the finger.
the finger, yeah, you
Yeah.
can get the gummy finger.
Mm-hmm.
That's another interesting one. Would you rather eat balls or would you rather eat the finger?
The finger.
Hmm.
What do you say?
I would just what kind of man that you are. You
Rather
want
eat the
finger down
finger.
your throat. You have no gag reflex.
Crazy. Who do you think I am, Frankie?
That's cool. Yeah, I love like theme stuff like that. I mean, obviously our set is like we're totally down for
You
that.
didn't put your Mega Man there.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. Totally forgot. It's because of my thing. What else you got?
The other thing I saw, apparently there's gonna be a new anime coming out next year. No surprise, obviously.
Okay.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about this anime, it's that it's 95% made with AI.
I don't like that
Yeah.
at all. What is it like? Already a manga? Is it completely original? Is it
I haven't looked anything into it,
Okay.
but
What's it called?
I don't think it actually. I think it has a name, but
So the news was that it's coming out and it's 95% AI.
I don't know if this is the actual one, but it says it's Twins Hinahima,
Hmm.
and it's an AI anime. It comes out in spring next year.
Interesting.
And I was like, why? It's
Wait.
like obviously people are making it either way, but it's just like that's taking work out of people. Also, wasn't it when AI came out, this whole like thing where you can make your own art?
Mhm.
Isn't it still taking
It's taking references,
the references
from what's on
of
the internet.
actual? Yeah. So it's like
Because
Really?
it's not technically. I've heard a lot of like insight on it. It's like the AI that we have isn't actually AI. It's like a hyperized Google because it's like taking references from everything. It's
yeah,
not.
from everything.
It's not thinking for itself, so it's not creating
Mhm.
anything original.
It's AI in the sense where like you yourself don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't like that at all. 95% makes me think both the writing and
And
the
the
visuals
animation
are going
and
to be
everything.
all created. So I'm like, who's working on it? Is it one person being like, all right, I'm going to just type it in and bada bing, bada boom? Like, that's it?
Yeah, no, from what I saw, I didn't see no like studio or anything yet.
Oh, so it's not. So it's coming out, but they haven't released like more about it.
Yeah, it was just like confirmed that it's being made and everything.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the studio and everything's been announced and everything, but I didn't read into it. I thought that was really interesting thing about the whole like AI aspect of it. It's like you said, what's being made? Like, is it the writing,
Mhm.
or is it this, or like what aspect of it is like AI?
Mhm.
If it's the opening, it's like okay, cool. But the fact that it's people are saying it's mostly AI. It's like
I mean, we'll do the thing that we always do. We'll check out the first episode at least.
see how it is.
But I don't think I'm going to invest in it. I mean, I don't want to give it the views. I don't want to give it any kind of like. I mean, we're talking about it now. but,
Yeah.
like, anything after this, just because it should not. That shouldn't be what anime goes towards.
Mm-hmm.
It should be going towards more of a healthy environment, not like a certain studio does.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say healthy environment.
Yeah, well, we talked about it last podcast.
Yeah.
We talked about it last podcast. But definitely, it's not cool. Not cool to take that away from people. The expression, originality, things like that. Like, I finally caught up with One Piece. I only had like 7 episodes, so
Mhm.
letting it pile up. But now that it's on a hiatus, decided to catch up. And man, those impact frames, man, are just like it's like the opportunity where the guy's like, I'm gonna add in a dab. It's just like that thing. Like, is it dap or dab? It's dap, isn't it? Dab me up.
I think so.
Okay, I'm asking the wrong person.
Yeah, you're definitely asking the wrong person.
But yeah, it's just I don't see how it can be better and up to any expectations that we have today.
Mhm.
Especially with AI. I don't think AI is good enough for that.
No, I mean you see all the AI videos. It's the AI aspect of it. Is still obviously to be perfected. It's for sure. You could say honestly, it's in early stages still. Even though if it has been, it's something that someone's been working on for like years.
Mhm.
It's still not perfected.
Of course. I
'Cause
mean,
you can see the wonkiness out of anything, really. And it's just crazy, honestly.
yeah, 95% is a lot. I'm okay with like 10% in the sense of like filler frames or something like that. Like,
Heck, I'd even just take the intro.
yeah, man. I mean, some intros are so interesting. Like Kaiju Number 8's intro is like crazy cool.
The outro is also crazy cool.
I don't remember the outro.
What?
I normally skip it.
Nobody.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We were talking about that. It was what?
Also,
Forever 21? Who was it? Forever 21?
no, One Republic. One Republic. Wait.
My own stupid joke.
I don't get the joke.
That's okay. I mean, it's a dumb joke. You're not meant to get it. But something I heard and saw that's really funny. So there's this thing going around. Super spontaneous for whatever
Combustion.
reason. No, it's not Fire Force. Look-alike contests. Have you heard about these?
Yes.
There was a Timothy Chalamet one not too long ago. Huge.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, we're not talking about pop culture, so we're talking about the thing that happened recently was that there was a Gojo lookalike. Oh, you heard about it?
I remember seeing the video of someone recording someone getting arrested.
Yeah,
But
the main
that's
person,
a-
the main guy who set it up. Obviously talked to the police, and I either got handcuffed or he didn't get arrested, sent to prison. He got fined,
Mm-hmm.
which because 500 plus people. I don't know where it was. Most likely New York.
Probably.
It kind of looks like it, you know.
Mhm.
And I feel like New York's the only place that like that kind of thing would happen, kind of. But yeah, a huge thing, super dope. I assume cosplayers, like they had to be cosplayers too, right? Like they
Yeah,
can't just
obviously-
be normal people just
Obviously,
dressing up like Gojo.
most of the people probably were not competing, but
Mhm,
participating. There we go. Participating in the contest. Obviously, they went,
mhm.
cosplayed as Gojo. I almost said Sojo.
Actually, the winner won Razer, I think, headphones, keyboard, mouse.
Dang, nice.
Yeah, so I was like, good. So I guess the guy got some stuff and like was able to do it. So, but yeah, he ended up getting fined. I don't remember how much. I heard $250, but that sounds really low compared to like what it could have been.
That's true.
But he got fined, and apparently a few weeks later, or I don't even know if it could be days later,
Mm-hmm.
the voice actor for I think Yuji, Gojo, and another person were like, "We're gonna pay the fine for you,"
Dang.
and he was like, "Heck yeah, good day."
That's funny.
I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." I was like, "Oh, if you could be like, oh, you look alike, what look-alike contest would you want to join?
I have no
No idea.
idea. No,
No.
I don't think I could like a character cosplay.
Yeah, whatever. If you had no budget, like no budget, you had all the budget. You know, you can be any character. If you could do a look-alike contest, who would you want to do?
That'd be tough, honestly. Just so many characters.
There's so many.
Off the top of my head, just Red Hood in general.
Red Hood.
Yeah.
Okay. So Red Hood.
It's just a pretty it's simplistic. I mean, I know it's if you're handcrafting stuff, it takes more time, but it's a simplistic design and stuff like that.
I think if I were to do one, I think
Mega Man,
Mega Man would be dope.
Ghost of Tsushima.
No, I don't think I can do Ghost. I don't think I can do Jinsekai. I don't think I can do
Rockman.
it. Rockman? It's
Yeah.
just that's Mega Man. What are you talking about? I think Mega Man. I can do Mega Man. I think especially Mega Man
Legends.
without the helmet, so his
Yeah.
hair's popping out, so I don't have to wear a helmet.
That's Mega Man Legends.
Is that Legends?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't remember. I didn't watch that one.
It was on the PS1.
I was thinking of the cartoon.
There's a cartoon.
Yeah, there's a cartoon.
You're thinking of the one with that they're in the data network, aren't you?
Maybe I'm thinking about Data Network. That's the one I'm thinking
Okay.
about. I just don't want to wear the helmet. I think the helmet's very like
Constricting.
weird, especially with a human face. I know he has a human-esque face.
Well, he's an anime character.
That's what I think of. And I think me having no helmet, but like having the gauntlet or like his blaster and
Mm-hmm.
the blue outfit, I think would be dope. And
Yeah.
that's something I would love. That's a bucket list item. But I think were you ever interested in getting into cosplay?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but parents were like, "No, stupid. It's dumb." And I was like, "Well, there goes my motivation."
Is Red Hood the only one that you would want to do, or is there like, what anime character would you like to cosplay as?
Oh, anime character.
Mhm.
So that's a really hard question, because I'd honestly would want to like do a character with not that crazy hair,
Not too crazy.
not too
Okay.
crazy hair. So
So like Yugi.
yeah, like Yugi. No, it'd be more like Seto Kaiba. I mean, some people still wear a wig. It's still a wig though to make it, but I don't think it'd be too crazy to work with the wig to make it
Mhm.
look like that. Unlike Yugi, where it's like I don't know how many. I haven't seen a video for like how they do it, but it's like It's insane.
beautiful.
It's
Crazy.
a big,
It's so good. Yeah.
yeah. But like cosplays like that, but yeah,
You've obviously my GameStop, and not even just GameStop, but like my making of random like costumes. I call them costumes, but would you consider my costumes cosplay?
I mean that's
Right,
what a
that's what they
cosplay is.
are,
It's a
right?
costume. Yeah,
I just never associate them as cosplays. I don't know why.
crazy.
I just I associate them with costumes.
The regular folk call it costumes.
The what?
The regular folk,
Oh, call it
the
costumes.
common folk.
Yeah, I just never saw mine as good enough to be considered a cosplay.
I mean,
Even though I know that's like dumb
Yeah.
to say, because I've seen like pictures of cosplayers posting like their first cosplay, and it's like
and then compare, they're like, oh, then and now, like
Yeah.
their first starting one, and they're
like our favorite one. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Kamui.
I think you're right.
Kamui?
Kamui
Kamui?
cosplays.
She like super simple, like in a dress essentially for her first one, and now she's doing like foam Monster Hunter things that are like our
So
favorite,
cool.
some of our favorite cosplays ever.
So cool.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, stuff like that is really something we would love to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I know I would. Because even I think you wore Red Hood, your old Red Hood, for one convention, right?
Yeah, it was
Shit,
the
but it was a
SGC
death
one.
to you.
Yeah, it
It
was freaking hot. It was during the summer we went, and I
died.
had the helmet on.
And the jacket.
I had a
No, you had a-
thick ass jacket. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't thick, but it was good enough to
Yeah.
like, boy, I'm dying. And then I had handmade a Red Hood
T-shirt,
symbol and
yeah.
a T-shirt.
That
So
only
pretty-
recently died, I think, right? Like you got rid of it recently.
I got rid of it, I think, when I moved here.
Yeah. So
It was just like, I'll just make a new one.
yeah,
Probably
eventually.
better, yeah. Because I made it on a gray shirt
Mhm.
because I didn't know how
It would look.
paint. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and obviously now having a little bit more access to like internet wise.
Also, iron on stuff that I do is like you can just print out the logo.
It's true,
itself
yeah.
Instead of having to go through the whole painting process.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
That's all possibilities. But yeah, I think it's cool. I like these look-alike contests. I think they're super fun.
They're pretty funny.
They just need to be, legal. Like,
I
don't do it
don't
out
think
of
he
nowhere.
was. I think I saw an interview with they were talking about it with him, and he's like, we weren't at a like private or a business place or whatever. It was like
It was a public. It looked like a park.
It was a public space, and he was like, I don't know who called. It's like, who's the?
But 500 people is a lot. Like that's a lot of people in one place. Like one thing goes wrong, a riot could have like it's
riot.
not for like, oh, these people are congregating to cause mayhem. It's like no, but the possibility of it being that is crazy. Like I've seen some like Kai Cenat and like I Show Speed. Like I've seen them go out in public and riots happen. Like literally, like craziness occurs when they're just being around in the city. It's like dangerous for when they're around. Like
Yeah, but I feel like they're more like, what's the word? Too much energy, I guess. Is that the word?
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
Mhm.
But yeah, and this is just like a look-alike contest to have fun, have a good
Mhm.
time, and almost it's the community coming together. It's an anime community. Maybe eventually we'll do video games or whatever. But like, it's that community. We're just having a good time.
Mhm.
I guarantee you there were, and then maybe they can eventually do like have food trucks, like support those local food trucks, or like stands, or make a convention out of it. Like, because we have local places that do get together and do like a little convention,
Mhm.
And
Well, that's different from like having like, because he was the one that set it up.
he set it up, so why not just go bigger, make it something?
That's a lot of money that he did invest at, which
I
do not
guess
think
that
he
that
has.
is true.
Yeah.
The only money he essentially spent was what he got from Razer, and that's
From
if he got
Razer.
that for
Mhm.
free or not.
Right.
So
Because
yeah, I guess you're right.
pocket, that's like double there.
I guess you're right.
Mhm.
But
Whereas like where the other conventions, it's like they already got it established, but
no,
they already
no,
have
you're
an
right.
established business.
You're right. You're right. You
Cough.
good? You have no
Yeah.
water on you this time.
I got my.
Your terrible drink.
I don't know what you're talking about. I should get a straw or something.
You should have. Yeah. You
Just
can't.
like-
you can't drink through your mask though. Oh, maybe. I don't even. We haven't
No,
tried.
I had to like sneak it in there.
But another thing I did see is just like
Oh, you know my password
yeah, you told me last time.
now? Okay, I don't remember.
You told me
Spell
or not
this.
told me. We saw that Naruto did their Naruto 99 where they voted for their favorite Naruto characters.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that? That was a
No.
long time ago. They like did a vote
Oh.
The most popular characters that there were.
Who's who's your popular character?
I
Who's
mean,
your favorite?
my favorite Naruto is Rock Lee and Shikamaru. Like those are top two for me.
Who's number one?
I guess I put Shikamaru.
Shikamaru?
He's had more moments.
He's the what a drag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every time he does a thing, and he's hit more emotional notes, especially with like Asuma
No hits in Dragon Ball.
and things like that. So like, you're so funny. That's a funny joke. Did you catch that?
So you're gonna put a hit in the corner.
Who would be yours in Naruto?
I haven't watched the
That's
entirety of the
I
thing.
knew you were
yeah.
gonna say that. So.
But I'm gonna go off of from what I remember reading my first manga.
Sasuke.
No, my
Sakura.
reading my first manga like from Shonen Jump, Kakashi,
Mm.
because it was just a pretty like a badass scene in like the manga panel where what's his name, Zabuza?
What a basic B-word answer.
Zabuza is that his name?
Zabuza,
Where
yeah.
he like tries to hit him with the like the shuriken?
Mhm.
No, the big one that they use,
That's a big shuriken.
big shuriken. And he stops it with his hand, and I was just like, "What is
Yeah, he
going
caught
on?"
it, yeah.
And I was like, "I don't know what this is, but that's so cool." And then I say
But-
Kakashi.
But recently, because it ended, they did a My Hero one. So
Yeah.
they did a global vote for the top favorite
Anime character.
My Hero character,
Mhm.
and the winner number 1 is getting a bronze statue in Japan,
Oh, nice.
which I was like, that's super dope. I should have looked this up. Do you know if Dragon Ball Z Goku has to have a statue? Over there,
Goku
right?
has one in Mexico.
Yeah, but did they have one in Asia?
He
has to, right?
I think so.
Like
Yeah.
all the One Piece ones have one.
I mean, you have the restaurants and stuff, or like those little pop-up shops or
Mhm.
whatever. I mean, they have some statues there
Yeah, so I'm like, Goku has to have some kind of statue somewhere, right?
somewhere.
But yeah, so number 1 on this list, I'm gonna tell you the top 10. But number 1 is getting a bronze statue in Japan, which I think is amazing. I think it's so cool. I love this like erecting statues for these characters.
So crazy. It's like we're back in the olden days.
Yeah, I think it's dope. I think it's so cool.
So here's our god
But,
statue.
do you not like
here's
that?
Zeus.
Do you not like it?
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Because like, with the bucket list, wouldn't it be like to go see all those statues?
Yeah.
A
it'd be pretty cool.
bucket list item though that we had is no longer existing, which
Which
is
is?
the Gundam, the extra large Gundam that they
Well,
had.
no, they said that they took it off because they were gonna be
I've heard a lot of things, but I've also heard that it's just not coming back.
Is it the people that live there or the people that are over here with us?
I don't know.
Pretty sure it's people over here with us.
But number 10, I think some of these, and you know most of these characters.
Some of them.
Number 10 actually kind of surprised me.
Mineta.
Monoma. Do you remember who that is?
No.
Monoma's the one who can touch you and he copies your abilities. He's the annoying one from Class 1B.
Oh, he's the butler looking dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's number 10. Isn't that wild?
Monster.
And the only reason I think he's number 10 is
Just
because
because he pulled his weight at the end here?
he comes in clutch. He comes
Yeah.
in clutch in the end. I'm like, that must have shot him up so far up. And that kind of annoys me because he's an annoying character, but he comes in clutch. So like,
Yeah, he got serious when it mattered.
yeah, right. Number 9, Shigaraki. Valid?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, he's the most villain that you ever got any kind of like depth with.
It's true.
Number 8, Dobby.
Doobie?
I'm assuming it's because people thirst over him,
That's the main reason.
right? It has to be,
Yeah.
you know.
Other than that, I'm just like, he's literally just a Todoroki clone. It'd be the other way around, technically, because he's the older one, right?
Number 7
Wolverine.
is Hawks. With the
Okay.
wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, looks great. Has had his like moments, you know.
Murdered someone.
Spoilers. But yeah, so Hawks
Mhm.
still valid, you know.
Yeah.
Are you surprised at this point we're already 7 that there isn't a girl already there?
I didn't even realize.
Okay, we'll keep going
Okay.
because number 6 is Endeavor.
Okay. But he's the number one hero.
He's number 1. Isn't that surprising that he's like,
Number 6.
yeah, but I mean I
Because
get
he's
it.
a bad father. That's why.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Now you're gonna try I guess any of the 5. Who do you think number 5 is?
Todoroki.
No, he's higher. Give me another name.
Lemillion.
Good answer. I would put him on my top 10. He is not.
He's not at all.
He's not at all.
What? That's
Yeah.
some bullcrap.
That's some
he got
straight
ro-
bull crap.
He got robbed.
Boy
immediately.
fought Overhaul with no powers and was throwing
And then
hands.
was it that same fight with Overhaul,
With-
or was
with
it
what? What
when he
happened?
was like essentially mopping the floor with him?
Yeah.
Was it
yeah,
before or
yeah,
after
yeah.
he lost his powers?
He was whooping all three of them before.
Before,
and
right?
Then once,
Yeah, and then he lost his powers again.
Then he only
or-
fought Overhaul in that one moment. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, because I remember seeing those clips and I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It's so good. Even
What's the name? I am blanking out. Bakugo?
higher,
Oh,
but
is that a girl?
give me a girl.
Uraka.
No.
Froppy.
No.
Mirko?
Ooh, good answer. I would put her on my list. No.
She's not on that list
She's
at all.
not on this
That
list,
is. Oh my god. I'm done with this list.
Okay, let me finish it. Let me finish it. Number 5 is Kirishima.
Okay.
Okay, I can agree with that too.
Yeah.
You know, Red Riot, a great motion.
When he had that
moments.
moment with before with
Fat Gum.
Fat Gum, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, there's other things that happen later. You just
I
don't know.
don't
About. You're talking like season 3, season 4 stuff. Number 4 is Aizawa,
I guess.
and that's kind of crazy to me because you can probably guess who the next top 3 are.
Todoroki.
Yes, Todoroki's next.
I said Bakugo.
Which is not Bakugo.
Oh, it's not Bakugo?
Bakugo's not next.
Deku?
Deku's next. And number 1
What's Bakugo?
is Bakugo. Bakugo's
course.
going to get a statue. But I feel like there's so many other characters that are so good. They're not on this list. Also, no females.
None.
That's crazy. At least Uraraka or Toga. Toga's great.
Toga's great.
Toga's
yeah.
a great character. I'm
Again,
like-
Bakugo, Thirst.
I mean, Bakugo has had a lot of development, though. You know?
Yeah, but with his shirt off, so people are just
Mhm.
like, ooh.
Are you surprised that Deku lost to Bakugo?
No, again, a lot of people are thirsting over Bakugo.
No,
'Cause they're like-
because they shipped them. That's why.
No, because they were like,
Oh, they did ship. You know they shipped them.
which one of the two would? They're
Who's
like,
the
which one
top?
of the ones? Yeah, Bakugo, and they're
Yeah.
like, which one of them would actually choke me? And they're like, Bakugo,
Bakugo.
because Deku would be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I think that's a crazy list. I mean, even All Might's on the list. Endeavor's on the list, but not All Might.
That's crazy. The fight with freaking
Not even that, but later with the Shigaraki fight, it's crazy.
Oh, he has another fight. I don't know.
Yes. Like, oh, I mean, the
He's
season,
in a
the
he's in a
season's
mecha
over.
suit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. See, you know, yeah. Like that's crazy. He was fighting again, same guy, fought no powers, He's throwing hands like crazy. You know, I'm trying to think of other characters off the top
And then
of my head.
Mirko had that badass scene where her legs got ripped off.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're
crazy.
saying so many spoilers right
Me,
now. But
Minetta's not on there. He's like top
oh
10.
yeah, Menez on your list. I forget that. I forget he's on yours.
He's a top 10. You know how people were trying to
Okay.
people were trying to ship him and Deku just because he said
I know.
you're cool,
Your girl would be on your top 10.
Froppy.
No, the Froppy would be on your top 10. The other one, God, ear,
My ears.
earphone. No, what's her earphone Jack? No, what's her name? Her hero name.
Oh,
Jiro.
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 I was like, what are you-
That's I don't know what I was trying. I'm trying to think of her hero name. I think it was Earphone Jack.
is it?
I think.
I am blanking out. I just always
But Jiro, she would be on your top 10.
Yeah, should be on there.
Yeah. I
Froppy
mean,
on
Hero
there.
2 would like put that
Top.
up
And then Crazy Constanza.
there.
Elevated that to the next level.
Who
Same
would-
thing with the rival songs.
But who would be? I guess you haven't finished it, so you don't really have a character to be number 1.
No.
No. So, but I know you like
What's that other dude's name? Shadow.
Tokiyami.
Thank you. I was like, what's the freaking? I
Tokiyami
always
is
call him.
the
What I always? I call him something else.
Todoroki.
No. What's that? Fish
Taiyaki.
Taiyaki. There you go. That's what I was calling.
Gran Torino is also great too. Like, there's so many other great characters, and
You're saying All for One? No. Was it All for One?
All Might,
No, it was the other one. One for All.
All for One.
The bad guy?
Yes.
That guy. He's not on the list?
No, he's not on those.
For shame.
Like, in my opinion, I would take out Endeavor, Hawks, and Dobby, and Monoma, and then put other characters in their places. But
Yeah.
what do I know? This is a popularized list voted by the people. So this is what it is.
Also, oh yeah, but there was no females on there. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
Invisible Girl.
Oh,
Also, no, what's her name?
Mineta.
No, Midnight. No,
Midnight, yeah.
that's
Midnight.
her name.
Midnight.
It's been so long.
Yeah, I know you don't watch it
I
anymore.
think I'm blanking out on them. There was Midnight. That's all. Oh, Mount Lady.
Mount Lady. I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm add that to the next trivia.
Crazy.
But that was my last anime topic, and I know it's last for
Yeah.
you. So we're gonna hop into our movie stuff because our movies. Yes. What am I trying to say?
I don't
A
know.
movie that recently came out.
Red One.
No, Craven the Hunter.
Okay.
Craven the Hunter
Yeah.
recently came out.
We still haven't watched it, by the way.
We haven't watched it. I don't plan on watching it.
No, unless it's on
Um,
once it gets uploaded to like a streaming service.
Yeah, if I watch Man of Web, I'm gonna watch this one too. You know, I watched all the Venom movies. I watched Morbius.
Did you watch the last one?
I haven't seen the last one yet,
Oh, okay.
but it's not available on streaming.
That's true.
But I will watch it. I feel like it's crazy that I haven't seen any of the DC stuff, but I've seen all of the Sony stuff.
No, that's not true. You've seen the Flash,
That's okay.
and then the
Yes, you're correct. I've seen some of the DC stuff, but I've
That's
seen
all you
all
need.
of the Sony. You know, all that stuff is like way worse. But yeah, Craven is not getting good reviews. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I finally. So you know how I said I was like, oh, people are saying it's good. I finally got. Last time I finally got into TikTok, and I got to the people that I watch
Normally,
that do normally
yeah.
that do like movie reviews or talk about the movie without spoilers. Yeah, they're like dog crap.
Yeah.
Boo boo.
Yeah. People are saying it's like that much better.
Yeah, I
that
saw-
much better than Madam
The
Web.
Madam Web.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's so good. It's like this much.
Yeah, like it's not that much better. And apparently they completely destroy Craven in the sense of like who Craven is.
Mhm.
He is not the comic book Craven.
He's
This is a
not. He's
whole-
not Spider-Man 2 Craven.
Yeah, he is the video game Spider-Man 2.
Mhm.
Because in the
That's what-
movie, because we're talking about movies now,
Yeah,
not
sure.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
2.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the Spider-Man 2 game, he is not that.
Mhm.
Not even close. Like even his fur lion mane jacket he gets in the movie does not get it naturally. Like he is not. That is not his. You know, he is not a hunter for animals. You know, he is not doing any of the stuff that Craven does in the comic books. Wild thing to do.
You know, Sony. Love
You want to know something funny though too?
what
In the movie, he has a fear.
of?
Spiders.
Oh my god.
Isn't that funny?
So stupid.
So stupid. It's like, is that their only thing to do to like mention any sort of spider in their verse?
It's like you do this thing with what was it, Morbius, and then you have the end credit scene where you introduce the Vulture,
Vulture, yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh, I don't even remember the dialogue between them, but it was like something about Spider-Man."
Yeah.
And then it's like cool, and then you think Sinister Six, and I was like, what a kind of crappy way to do it. And then you go, here's Madam Web, and then Venom, no connection to anything at all.
No,
up until,
well, Venom had the No Way Home.
yeah, it just had that, but we don't know how that's gonna go into the new Spider-Man movies. Obviously, all that, and then you get Madam Web again, no connection, straight up at all. And then what is it?
Well,
Craven.
I guess Madam Web does have the Spider-Verse thing going for
I wouldn't
it.
even count that anymore. It's it's just a dream sequence of stuff not happening.
You're not
in real
wrong.
life.
You're not wrong, but it is kind
The
of.
dude literally wakes up. It's like, oh, the nightmare. We gotta stop
And
these
remember
girls.
his make sure his dialogue doesn't match his mouth.
Yeah, the what is it
80
called? The ADR.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So bad.
Like because when we watched it, we were like, I'm not.
I had to pause it and be like, am I having a seizure right now? What's
like-
happening?
It's like, am I that tired that his words and mouth are not matching? And no, looking it up, it's like, yeah, they apparently redid his stuff, but didn't even bother to make sure
It's
it
bad.
matched.
It's
which
so
is ridiculous.
bad.
It's like,
It's
come
so
on,
bad.
you already wasted this much money on this movie that you knew was gonna flop. Not only that, but what's her name? Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
Was so not.
She did good what she had. She did okay.
She wasn't getting the vibes in those interviews though.
Ah, yeah. But nor was like some other people doing interviews. I mean, it just
That is
happens.
true.
But yeah, so Craven, not good. Go watch it. Give us reviews if you've seen it. Tell me about it. 'cause
Tell us.
I love to hear.
be like,
movie
trying to
reviews.
convince me to go watch it.
No, I'm not watching it in theaters. Crazy. Unless you're paying for me, you got free tickets
I
recently.
think I have free tickets,
Yeah,
but no,
so
I'm saying that for
so
Sonic.
For Sonic 3, yeah,
Yeah,
we're
something
we're
that's
definitely gonna see
Something that's
Sonic
actually
3.
good.
We're probably gonna. It comes out this Friday, actually.
Oh, but we can go in the morning.
Yeah. What did you think?
I was just thinking
Oh
because
wait,
it's the day of.
maybe. Oh yeah. We can still see it.
I just
yeah.
we'll just have to look at the times.
Yeah. But I don't know if you also heard, but Craven is also the end of an era.
Yeah, I heard that. with this movie coming out, it's the end of the Sony whatever that is,
Sonyverse. We're calling it Sonyverse.
which is like, is there really a Sonyverse?
Kind of. They tried so hard
Yeah, but then
and
they were
got so
like,
far.
but then they were like,
But
we're
in
not
the
gonna,
end, it didn't even matter.
because I think when this one was coming out, they're like, we're not gonna be introducing Spider-Man at all into this universe. And it's like, then what the hell's the point of this?
Yeah, all of it. You're doing all these Spider-Man villains
And no Spider-Man.
with no Spider-Man. I mean, technically they have a Spider-Man, but it's just not the same Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
What?
What Spider-Man?
Oh, I was thinking about Spider-Verse, like Miles Morales.
Oh
But he's not in that world of their live action stuff.
no, because he's
Because
cool.
can you believe that Sony made those movies?
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
They put more faith into their animated
Isn't that
ones.
crazy? Like Spider-Verse are some of the best
Like
superhero
animated-
movies we've ever gotten.
superhero
Not
animated
just
movies.
animated, but superhero movies.
But like,
we've ever
just,
gotten.
I feel like like in that genre of superhero movies, animated wise, I think that it's like up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It has to be. It's.
Because I mean, if you compare,
it's probably top 5.
what's another animated superhero movie?
I mean, Ultraman, but that's one. That's for me. Batman has a bunch.
Yeah, but those are like home.
Home.
Yeah, they're like home to what is it? Video home to video. You know what I'm trying to say?
Now I know what you're trying to say.
yeah, but if they're like released, but they're on streaming services / here's a physical like at the
Yeah.
store. They're not like Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. That was in theaters.
Batman Lego.
Lego Batman, yeah.
Technically a superhero movie.
Yeah.
What? No.
No,
it
no,
is.
no. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
That's
I was
not
just
what-
like, I
no, you
completely
ain't-
forgot about that.
uh,
I completely forgot about that. I love his freaking laugh.
Who else had one? I don't think Superman had an animated. Technically, Megamind is a superhero animated movie. You haven't seen it though.
No,
You really gotta
that's
watch
some
it.
monsters
It's
versus
so-
aliens.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I saw that in English and Spanish.
So good. But yeah, this is the end of the Sony verse with Craven.
Which is good. Took it what 10 years?
Yeah, and I don't think I looked into what happened after that. I don't know if like Marvel ended up buying the right or Disney bought the rights
hmm
to whatever they had left. Because I know Sony only really did made movies to keep the rights,
Yeah,
and I guess they just flop after flop after flop after flop. It was like Madam Web, Morbius, Madam Web, Venom, and this one are just flopped after flop.
also
after
with
flop
Madam
after
Web
flop.
reading the like stuff, there was a bunch of rewrites too.
I mean,
But I don't even know like what was the original, and then also the script itself, like the dialogue between characters,
it's just so bad.
it's just terrible.
Yeah.
Did you? Those people that I watched on TikTok were talking about a dialogue or a line from Kraven
In
the
this one?
Hunter. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen it.
Is it the one where like my mother died in a
That
car
one, yeah.
accident and I never
never
saw her again?
and
And I'm
I was
like,
just-
yeah, obviously you probably buried her, then obviously you never saw her again because she's buried.
It's just a crack, and they're like, I wanted to. The person was like, I wanted to laugh so hard.
But
It was like-
but the only reason I would want to go see this movie,
in theaters.
not in theater, but just
Okay,
to see
just
the
watch
movie
it?
in general, is the main guy, Aaron Taylor-Joy. No, Anna
That's Anya
Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, right.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah,
He looks really really good.
it just sucks. It
Because
sucks for him though.
now I see him. You know what I think about now? I think of Bullet Train,
Yeah,
and that's so good. It was such a good movie with him.
yeah, and he did a really good job in that
What was
movie.
his?
too.
He was Lemon.
It was lemon.
the other
'cause
guy was
one
Tangerine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like,
and they had a
"I don't
whole
wanna be
argument.
Tangerine."
Yeah,
He's like, I
yeah.
don't want to be Tangerine.
That's so good. Like I remember the scene of him punching the freaking
The glass.
so good. Like,
The fight between him and Brad Pitt.
and then from that to this, I'm like, okay, you got my attention. You were already one of my favorite people to watch because of Kick-Ass.
and he was a
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
But
Yeah.
But Kick-Ass was like, oh, I see you now. Like now when I follow you in movies, like you're one of the guys. I'm like, oh, you're gonna give a good performance
Mhm.
because I see you. You're gonna do good.
Yeah, like you
So-
said, Bullet Train was a really good performance of his that he
Mhm.
did.
He's in Nosferatu apparently.
Is he?
The movie coming
that
out
that
on
whole
Christmas?
movie itself has a whole
Yeah, it's crazy
big
cast.
Did you see the interview with Willem Dafoe
No,
where they were
I didn't
asking
see
him?
anything about it.
I don't even think might have been a promo or whatever, but they were talking about how does it feel to be on the other side because apparently he did a movie way back then
Mhm.
that he played Nosferatu, but it was more like a movie where they're making like a movie or something about Nosferatu. So
Mhm.
he's like, they were asking him about that, and he's like, "Oh, it's pretty fun
That's
to
cool.
be on the other side of
On
it
the
this
other
time."
side,
Yeah.
that is really
So I
cool.
was, but no, yeah. What is it? Star-studded cast, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Because
that
I know it has Willem Dafoe, the actor that plays Beast in the
there's
new
just
class.
you can go on and on, but
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, that star-studded cast, that's definitely on my list to watch, and that's
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. Probably won't watch it until like the next year.
Yeah,
Um,
go. Yeah,
yeah,
once
obviously,
it
because it'll be
dies
like a
down.
week
Yeah.
out. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely on my list. But yeah, I'm not sad about the Sonyverse going down. I think it's been needed for a long time because I feel like every conversation I have with people is like they need to work with Marvel
They really do,
because
because at
when
least
they
their
do,
writers are doing a good job. Well, I don't know about right now, because I don't, like we were talking about last time. I don't know where anything is going,
Mhm,
but I mean, before that, like I said, what I mentioned to you, I was rewatching Endgame, and just the dialogue between characters, like the story, like the tension, the emotions, and
yeah.
everything, so good. And I was just like, I really want to watch all the movies all over again.
Like I was watching a clip from Guardians 3,
Hmm.
and I guess they were all community, because that whole movie they were trying to save Rocket,
Yeah.
and that's why we were getting Rocket's like whole backstory.
Hmm.
It was that moment. I think it was close to the end where they're calling out like, "Hey, Rocket's up. Everything's good."
Hmm.
And then Nebula says something, and then Rocket's like, "Hey," and she just stops in her spot. She just stops, and she's like, "Is that you?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm good." And then she just breaks down. I'm like, it wasn't even like a complex sentence
Hmm.
or it's like some big speech, but it's the fact that like what she's gone through.
Yeah.
It just hit.
Another scene was from Endgame when they were playing the football game. Well,
Oh,
I believe that's
Nebula
it.
and
And
Tony
Tony, and someone in the comments like, I love her little reaction where she like gets acknowledged that she won and actually like
is happy.
congratulated that she won
Yeah,
instead of being like tortured or
tortured.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
Like
she was
Nebula's
that
definitely
little
happy.
moment where she was like, "What?" She's like
Like,
she was like excited, but
yeah.
she like didn't know how to express it. Again, another like it's so good.
Yeah. So,
So
um,
Sony versus Dead
goodbye,
now.
Sonyverse.
We hardly knew you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew you a lot, but you were okay. Not really. You gave us things that we kind of wanted, but then
Didn't
when you
deliver.
didn't deliver at all.
Like sounded good on paper.
Yeah,
After that, it was just like Shredder.
it's like when your birthday when like you get a cake, you're like, yeah,
And then you
it's
get
it's
face
this, and then
planted
you
in
get
it,
face planted in
and
it.
there's no cake in it. It's a
Exactly.
break in there.
Oh yeah. But yeah, another thing that happened in film recently. So every year, I know our friend said this is, and I know it went over your head because you know nothing about it.
About what?
Exactly. The National Film Registry.
Oh, is that what he sent?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't click on it because I'm like, I don't know what it was.
I know you didn't, but you're gonna find this really interesting.
Okay.
So every year, I
Mhm.
think around 25 movies get added to this registry, and it's
Like,
like a cat. I'm gonna get to it.
okay,
Calm down.
okay.
It's a catalog of movies that have had cultural or historic importance and that need to be preserved for the future generation.
Hmm.
That's what the registry is about. So
Okay.
these movies have to be meaningful, impactful, and have to
Like
have
it has to
some
hit
kind
all
of
those like right notes
yeah.
and
There are
everything.
things, and they might not be the perfect movies,
Hmm.
but it's because they hit certain notes that are so important for generations
Hmm.
that they need to watch.
Is that like something that you can look up online and it's
Oh yeah,
actually
oh
available?
yeah,
Oh,
oh
is
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think there's like 900. This started in like 1988. Like
No, yeah, that's gonna be all. That's
yeah,
a ton
there's
of
like
movies.
900 movies, I think, around there that
Hmm.
are in this registry. It's a lot, and I've probably seen. I don't
50
know.
of them.
No. Because if you start in 1988, that means there are movies back even further then that they probably added to there.
Casablanca.
So I guarantee you, Casablanca's in that movie in this registry.
Hmm.
I don't know every movie in that registry,
Mhm.
but I think it's really cool. And I saw the movies in it. You're gonna be happy about one of them specifically, but I'm gonna go through all of them just so you know about them.
The ones that got added.
Yes, this year.
Okay.
Yeah, one of them you're really gonna be excited for. The other ones are probably gonna go over your head. Even me, some of like a quarter of these I haven't seen,
Mhm.
but I think it's really cool that this exists, and I think now that I've told you about it, I think you can appreciate like that existence because
Mhm.
I'm essentially making my own registry. That's why I collect physical media.
Yeah.
Because like these are the movies I would like my kid to be like, I want to watch this, and it's like it's important for me and my childhood and my nostalgia because that's why I own these movies.
So here's your road trip.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go through I'm just gonna go down the list.
Mhm.
So, and this is from oldest to most recent, and literally the most recent one is the one that's like for you. So it is. We have. Do you want me to tell you the year, or do you want me to just go down the list? Because you're not gonna know a lot of these.
Okay, just go.
Okay. Number one. I'm not gonna go number one. I'm just gonna go naming them all. So these are the 25. I think 25. These are the films being added to the National Film Registry in 2024.
Okay.
You have Annabelle Serpentine Dance, Coco's Earth Control, Angels with Dirty Faces, The Pride of the Yankees, Invaders from Mars, The Miracle Worker, The Chelsea Girls, Ganja and Hez, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know that one.
Mhm.
You
Which
never
one?
watched it. The original. 1974.
So those are just being added now.
Yes.
Okay,
Why?
because that's so weird
Why?
for it to be a old film and be added
Yeah.
recently
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of years prior.
I mean, you think of the WWE Hall of Fame. There are wrestlers that should have been added in that list a long time ago, but
Well,
they're
there's
just
also like a lot of
politics.
yeah,
Yeah. Bad blood.
back room politics, whatever you want to call it.
What?
Locker room politics. There you go.
I mean, it's politics in general. That's what I said the
No,
first
that's
time.
not politics.
I literally said that. You said yeah.
No.
Okay. I'll
Locker
rewind
room.
it for you. So Uptown Saturday Night, Zora Laughlin Student Films, Up in Smoke, Will, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, Beverly Hills Cop. You saw that recently.
Yeah.
Just got
But-
added.
yeah.
Dirty Dancing. Amazing. You haven't seen it?
No.
Common Thread, Stories from the Kilt, Pow Wow Highway, My Own Private Idaho, American Me. You probably saw that one. No? Okay.
No.
Mi Familia, Compensation, Spy Kids.
First
Got
one.
it.
First one.
First one. No Country for Old Men. I really got to show you that one.
Really good. No.
Oh, yeah, you've seen it? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
our friend
I
let-
own this movie.
Our friend let me borrow it.
And the last one is The Social Network.
Nice.
Yeah, I knew, yeah.
Very
I
nice.
knew that was going to be your thing. But yeah, some of these movies was because they it was prominent Hispanic artists and themes like Con, American Me, Familia, Spy Kids, because they had those American cultures.
Right, but again, why this year? Why would not the year
It-
before?
it's
whatever?
not. It's not because they're going like, oh, let's start from the very oldest and then just go up the lists.
Right. But
So I think it's just in the time of it is like maybe there's a committee and then they throw in a bunch of movies, then they watch those movies and then they determine like what gets added for that year. Because like I said, they can't add thousands of movies in 1 year.
no.
So they're just going.
What was it? 25.
Yeah.
25 is reasonable.
And that's what
like
I'm
a whole
saying. So
year.
maybe they gave a list of a committee. They propose one, and then they all watch it and then decide on what gets added and what doesn't.
Mhm.
And that doesn't mean that it's not going to be later,
It's true.
because like all these movies do have significance, Like thinking about Spy Kids. Spy Kids was made, I think, one on a low budget,
Think so.
two
Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez, a Hispanic director, and most of the cast is Hispanic.
Mexican
like-
Americans.
That okay? Am I saying Hispanic? Is that wrong to say Hispanic?
Not really.
Okay,
Just-
you're just trying to be correct.
No.
You're trying to be political correct.
No.
Are you not?
Maybe.
Okay. But yeah, like that. Like Spy
Mhm.
Kids is
Like yeah,
filled,
it was
filled with it.
right. Yeah, it's perfect. It's a great movie.
There's a
too.
reason. Yeah. It's not. I mean, me and you both would want that microwave in the Spy Kids,
That's so
like
cool.
to be able to just pop in.
Also, you said microwave, but I was also when you said that I was thinking of the one from Back to the Future also.
Oh, really?
Where they put a little tiny little piece of
Yeah, it was like a popcorn bag.
Yeah.
They stuck it in there, and boom, you got a whole
McDonald's turkey or
meal,
whatever. Yeah.
exactly. And then like some of these other movies that I knew you didn't know,
Mhm.
but they had black directors, contributions by black directors, compensation, Ganja, the Zora Laughlin student films, and even deaf culture, can't
Yeah.
hear, not deaf, deaf culture and characters like Miracle Workers and Compensation, and also the first Cheech and Chong movie,
Up in Smoke.
Up in Smoke, yeah.
I was like, I think I've heard of that one. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it, but I
First
heard
Cheech
about
and
it.
Chong movie, first added. Star Trek, Wrath of Khan, the first Star Trek movie to be added,
Hmm.
which is probably going to be the only one to be added. If they add TV show, there has to be a TV show registry too, but I'm pretty sure Wrath of Khan's probably going to be the only one.
Hmm.
But that's pretty interesting that gets added. I would definitely like to throw my hat like be involved in that like committee. Cause that'd be cool.
Committee.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I have my degree in filmmaking and movies, so it's like I can definitely go into
Do
depth
it.
about dissecting a movie about its cultural relevance and importance and impact and things like that. So that'd be cool. If you could add any movie just to the registry, what movie would you want to just like slide in there?
That'd be real tough. I'd have to think through all the movies.
I thought you were gonna say The Mask.
It's funny that was gonna be your first answer.
I know you were. I know you so much.
But I'm like, no, probably something else.
Okay, did you want to talk about Secret Level, or do you want to wait till that till next time? Where are we at time wise? Or should we just skip to our video game? Okay, so we'll just skip to our video game. So we'll save Secret Level. We saw the second half of Secret Level. We loved it. Sneak peek. My most liked episode is also my most hated episode. So
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I was literally slammed on the
That's so
table. I
good.
slammed on the table. We'll talk about it next time. I'm so mad. So some things that got released. How do you feel that no game has a definite release date?
There's 4 games that had definite release
You were
dates.
counting, but how does that make
Yeah,
you feel?
I was because it was a few of the games that was kind of.
How does that make you feel?
A little irritated
Me too.
because it's like, when?
Because I'm so used to movies doing that and then being delayed.
I don't think last year was this bad though. With
No, it was not.
dates.
No, I don't think
It's
so.
like, I wonder why this year, or not this year, but the upcoming year. Why is it all of a sudden 2020? There was that one game that we saw, and it's like 20 to, and it just had the
Yeah, it just said
202, and then
202.
that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the games are coming out sometime next year. Where I think it's like summer,
Spring.
spring,
That's it.
and then that's it. And then there was only one
It
of
was
the games.
2026.
2026, right?
Yeah. And it's like, what are we? I mean, I'm not excited, but like,
It's like, I mean, I guess it's like, I understand. I guess it's a deadline that they might need to be making. Like, oh, we need to have something for
this year.
the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That way we can show, hey, we're working on this. Be excited.
Would you prefer the year, or would you prefer just coming soon?
I'd honestly prefer coming soon
I do
because
too.
then at that point I'm like, cool, I'm excited, but most of the time I'll forget if there's something else.
I'd be like, wish list it now, coming soon.
Right.
I'm like, cool. So I can go to the store, go see it, wish list it, and wait.
Like I could think a good example for me was Eternites.
Mhm.
I wish listed, didn't have a date, or it had said, oh, coming soon, and then it had the year, and then I totally forgot about it. Next thing I know, it's like, hey, it's on sale.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, cool, awesome. But yeah, the fact that they're not dated,
Mhm.
yeah, it irritates me. I know there might be a few people that have like a kind of like a schedule, like
Mhm.
to play games. Like, oh, I have this game here, and then after that, I can have this game here.
Mhm.
But now it's like, I don't know when it falls in.
No idea.
No.
Yeah. So it's kind of irritating.
Hmm.
Are you excited for GTA 6? I was talking to a coworker about this last time.
No.
I'm not excited either.
I've never been excited for a GTA game,
Oh, really? Okay, no, now you're crazy.
but to me, honestly, never been excited for one. The only reason I got 5 was because I think you and our other friends were excited for it, and I was like, oh, online co-op again, me co-op, cool. But other than that, no, I didn't even play the story on 5.
You never played the story? So
Mm.
good.
Never played it.
So good. It's like Red Dead Redemption level. Like good.
Red Dead Redemption was good.
It's
It's great. It's amazing.
What
It's amazing.
What I just said.
I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's made by Rockstar, both games, but
Yeah.
I gravitate more towards
The Western.
the Western, I guess,
Mhm.
than
Black
GTA.
protagonist.
No.
Oh.
No. It's the whole I don't know.
But it's just because he was like, "Oh, I'm so excited for GTA 6 and take over my life, blah blah blah," and I was like, "I agree with you," but in the time span that we had one GTA,
We had
literally
the same one.
cut that and move it over to when right before GTA 5 and go backwards,
Mhm.
we had 8 or 6.
Like consecutive
GTAs.
ones.
Yes.
Like you obviously had the first one, then you had the second one,
Yeah,
and then the third one
is
went
where
to
it
the
blew
PS
up.
yeah.
That's when it blew up.
and then after that you had what, Vice City,
Vice City, San
and then
Andreas,
you had San Andreas, Liberty City
but
Stories
yeah,
for
Liberty
the
City
PSP.
Stories, and the DLC for 4s is
For
like
same
4.
thing. It was DLC. It
Mhm.
wasn't. Oh, PS4 came out. Here's Liberty City. No, here's 4
Again.
again.
No. It's
No,
like,
it was just here's 4 DLC. What was it like? You
it's
said
like
2
it was
DLCs?
like Ballad of Gay Tony, and it was like a biker one. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah,
But again, it wasn't. it was a continuous amount of games, and then you got 5 again. Great.
It's not even including the other handheld ones, the Chinatown one, and there was another one on
I forgot
handheld.
about that one.
Yeah.
I just know about Liberty City Stories.
Yeah.
'Cause
There's
that's the
another
only
one
one
called
that I
Chinatown.
remember.
I can't remember exactly, but yeah.
Mhm.
And then come PS3, GTA 5 drops.
And it's again, I
Loved
remember
it.
a lot of people talking it was great and everything.
Loved it. I
And it was
beat it in
cool.
2 days, 100%ed it, and then it took a while for the online to come out because it didn't release with online
Mhm.
immediately. And then when it did, wasn't too much of a fan. But once we got into PS4s, that's when we really got into online, and that's when we started playing it online.
And then that's when they released the 5 again to the 4.
And then later, 5 against the 4.
Yeah, GTA 5 on the 4.
Oh, he's saying a lot. I thought PS5 to the 4. I was like, what are you
No.
talking about? And then yeah, later, and then it was again the 5, GTA 5 on the PS5. It's
Mhm.
like, well, now I've played the story and I've played the online. What more are you gonna give me other than more
It's
stuff
like,
for
honestly,
me to do?
yeah, it's the
Like I
what is
don't.
it, the heist or
Yeah,
whatever that they do
but you would need a whole freaking team to do that, and we
to
just
do
weren't
that.
we weren't at that time anymore.
Mhm.
So I just wasn't excited. So GTA 6 is gonna come out. I'm gonna be hyped for it, but I'm gonna be excited for it to be out and released, but because it's been so long at this point. But I'm not excited.
Yeah, like I said, I've just never been excited for one. I mean, I'm not gonna ignore the fact that they're good games though.
Mhm.
I've seen some gameplay footage, some cutscenes and stuff. I think the only one I kind of played a little bit more was 3 and San Andreas.
Mhm.
But again, it's not a game that I would go back and just
Yeah.
like nostalgia. It's not nostalgic for me.
Were you surprised that Astrobot won?
I'm gonna say no.
Are you surprised that Astrobot won so much?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
I was
That's actually what I wrote.
the the
I don't know what that laugh was, but
you lost my train of thought.
okay.
'Cause I'm trying to
Let me
I'm
repeat.
trying to do a
Sure,
response to that.
yeah. Are you surprised that Astrobot won so many awards this year?
Yes.
Why?
No. I don't know. I honestly, so I was expecting more of them winning. What did you write the categories that they won by chance?
No, that's not my
Dang
head.
it. Because so game of the year, I was like, it's a contender. Obviously, I was like, it could win, it could not. So I
Yeah.
was just like, if it doesn't win, cool. One of the other 2
The fact that
categories,
it's nominated,
great, right? The other 2 categories, what I
wish you
think
knew.
one was music, right?
I thought Metaphor won music.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dang,
I think it was art direction.
I can't remember.
I can't
We
remember.
should-
I'm sorry. I should have wrote those down. I didn't write
But-
down what they won. I did
Mhm.
write down what they.
But the other 2 categories,
My
I
thoughts.
think, if I remember correctly, I was like, okay, deserved on that aspect. And like I said, game of the year, it would have been like you were saying, it's like it got nominated, it's there, it's a contender, cool. If it didn't win, it's like it's whatever. It's normally people's preference, honestly. But I mean, the game is pretty fun. But yeah, I'm surprised that I won that many awards. Same thing with like Metaphor and your game.
Yeah,
Balatro,
that's what's written down. Bouchero got a lot of love.
Yeah, those
A
3
lot of
games.
love.
Those 3 games, I felt got more of the some of the awards, and then you have Black Myth that won best action,
Yeah, best action.
best action game.
I think it won another thing. I can't remember what exactly, but I think maybe it's just best action. But Wukong also was nominated a lot and did win. It's not a. I'm sorry for any fans of Elden Ring, but they didn't win anything.
Yeah, DLC.
Final Fantasy won the sound score.
That's what it was. Yeah,
That's what it won.
I know it was. Astrobot, I think, was on there.
Yeah,
but
it was. But we're saying a lot of that.
But
now I'm catching myself. No. What I was trying to say was that those 2 won a lot. It was Astrobot and Bouchero that won a lot of things. You know, anything independent related, Bouchero won that, and pretty much anything that Astrobot was nominated for almost won everything, or at least half of its nominations.
Yeah.
So I was happy for that. But you were saying a bunch of people were bashing Astrobot.
Yeah.
And like a developer or like some person was like bashing it.
So the developer, I think it was a developer for Black Myth, was like upset that they were like, why were we even invited here if they were gonna give it to Astrobot, where it's not a game contender like ours was essentially.
What the heck?
And a lot of people were like, dude, like,
what's your problem?
What's your problem?
Yeah.
It's like, how are you gonna like go to an event and expect to win? It's like it's expected to win maybe, but you're like, it's it's really up to the the votes or whatever.
Yeah, like
But there were like the audacity for him to be doing that.
it's crazy. But yeah, so congratulations, Astrobot. They won Game of the Year.
Hmm.
Good for them. I mean, you told me, and I definitely agreed to it. It's like, yeah, Black Myth did have the technical and the um developers and things like that. Like what went into it is great. But Astrobot was a celebration of video games and celebration of history of the PlayStation. Like that, I can deem that being worthy of being a game of the year.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just a lot of people bashing also Astrobot because they're like,
It's a children's game.
it's a children's game. What person in their right mind would be playing a kid's game?
Mhm.
There's no complexity to it, and blah blah blah.
Completely wrong.
And most of the people defending Astrobot are like, well, I was also hyped for, or Black Myth Wukong was a hype game where Astrobot was a actual like amazing game, like with everything involved. Somebody else was also saying that Black Myth was just a boss rush game,
Mm.
and like you said, most of the clips that we've seen, it's just the boss fights. There's no in between. There's no like, oh, here's a side quest where something's interesting,
Mm.
and where Astrobot is like a celebration of uh, pretty much the 30 years of PlayStation, where it's like you have all the mascots. We haven't really seen anything gameplay wise,
Mhm.
but just a few of like the trailers that we saw. You just broke my phone.
I didn't mess it up, did I? Yeah, no. That thing, I was holding it from that thing, and I guess the thing like got to
Yeah,
the
if you
segment.
spin it to a certain way,
Yeah.
it'll pop off.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Another thing I did see on there was I think our friend was a little bit wrong because he was saying that Helldivers 2 wasn't nominated a lot, but they did win like 2 awards.
I think so, yeah.
So they were like they did win some. They didn't win a lot, but they were there and they got acknowledged. So I was like, okay, maybe our friend was a little bit wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But Helldivers for the win. They
Yeah.
had that new trailer with the new factions, the new stuff. So they might come back for a few months.
Yeah, for a few months.
Yeah, it's not gonna be long. It's not gonna be a long comeback.
The
But
player base is gonna go up.
yeah, it's gonna go whoop, and then it's gonna go right back down, like to where it is, like naturally.
Mhm.
But yeah, things like that. Another thing that was crazy and cool at the Game Awards was the multi-instrument man.
Oh yeah.
He had you cracking up.
Yeah, because I was like, boy, that boy tearing it up over there.
And
He's
he was tearing it up. Like he was like really, really getting into it. That dude's great. He is so good. He needs to be at every Game Awards now.
That's very funny.
At every orchestra thing. Like he had like 6 instruments, I think.
I think so, something like that.
I almost lost count. That's
But but yeah, that was for the Game of the
The
Year
Game of the Year,
nominees,
yeah.
But the blend of all that was just amazing.
yeah,
they did a
you
really good
really
job.
enjoyed the
Mhm.
Astrobot version where they were like
Yeah, they
adding
really
the
the
sounds.
little sound, the singing Astrobot or whatever.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was
Yeah.
really impressive. It's always
For
fun
sure.
when they can do that, like blend it in perfectly.
hmm Like I wonder what whoever created that composition of music for all those games definitely deserves
Mm-hmm.
something. Was there any game? So I wrote a bunch of game reviews or like reviews of the trailers because
Mhm.
a lot of stuff got announced. Was there anything off the top of your head that you remember that you wanted to tell me about?
The Witcher 4,
My first
obviously.
one. I honestly, I could not tell if that was in-game footage or a cinematic
Mhm.
because I guarantee you that game's gonna look
Amazing.
that good.
Yeah.
And it's crazy good.
It's like now I was like, there's no day for that. So
No.
it's like, cool. It gives you time to play
Yeah.
It'll give me time to play the third one.
Yeah,
at
for
some point.
sure, for sure. I mean, the DLCs too are like super long.
I know.
So like, it's just we just got to go and get into it. But yeah, Witcher 4, Ciri being that character, main character now, it's definitely an evolution of the story.
Yeah.
But I just hope more. I don't know if there are books because I know there's books for Witcher.
There's.
So I wonder if there's stories that follow Ciri.
No, so that's funny that you say that because I remember when I mentioned
Mhm.
that it was 3 pictures of main characters for I think AAA games. I think it was, where there were female characters, and they were like, "What's with this woke stuff? Oh, it's got a bunch of
What's-
female characters and blah blah blah." And when they mentioned about The Witcher, they're like, "Oh, why Ciri? There, she can't be a Witcher." Blah blah blah. And someone's like, "You do know that the books and the game are technically all about Ciri.
Mhm.
You just play as Geralt, especially in
You
the
follow
game.
Geralt,
Yeah, you
but
follow
they're about
him,
her.
but the whole story revolves around her. So does the Netflix show too.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know
Mhm.
that. I just got to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I also wrote like I definitely excited to see and new characters build.
Mhm.
Like I can't wait to see like what other things do we get to see in this new world with season.
Also to see, obviously the same world,
Mm.
but to see what different region she's
Yeah.
in too. To
But the
see,
creatures, all these
because
other
they're not gonna, there are gonna be a few that might be the same, but with the new region and stuff like that, they have to include new monsters or
yeah.
new environment, new whatever it is.
Magic,
But
new magic.
new magic.
Like she had that chain.
Yeah, and she like grabbed it and turned it like
Yeah, so I'm
essentially
like, is
heated
that
it
a
up.
new mechanic? Like, is that gonna be something
Mhm.
new? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. So, but it's gonna be cool. Witcher is definitely gonna be up there.
hmm
Give me your thoughts for Borderlands 4.
I'm excited.
Nice.
Obviously it's another Borderlands game, so I can finally go back and get more guns and level up all 4 of my characters again. It's just another.
And I know you freaked out when you saw Zane and like the old characters because I know you
Yeah.
were really excited. And that is something I have missed for this such a long time because that's like what made 2 so good and 3 good, but they just didn't really use them.
hmm
Like, because Borderlands 2 brought in pretty much all of Borderlands 1 characters.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 only really brought in Maya until the DLC came back, and then you got Gage and Salvador Axton.
I mean, you had Lilith and then Maya, and then they both got murked.
No, I'm telling Maya was the only one from 2
Oh, okay. I
that
see what you mean. Yeah.
came over. Because I don't think anybody else. Because Axton and Salvador were in that like
And the DLC
in
and
that
little,
DLC.
yeah.
Gage was in DLC.
But I mean, I know
Krieg,
she's in 2, but
Krieg was in DLC.
same. Yeah.
So like all the
Who else was
DLC.
missing?
Uh,
No, that's literally because it's Maya.
no, Zero technically came back too.
Oh yeah, Zero was there in
Yeah,
the
Zero
missions.
Zero came back from 3. But like I feel like when the 1 to 2,
Mhm.
those characters were so meaningful to the story.
Yeah, and then you had
And then from
Bloodwing.
the 3, I feel like Maya was really the only one that was meaningful, in my
'cause
opinion.
she got
Zero
murked.
was more like a bodyguard to Reese.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like impactful. He was cool, great, still as badass as he always is, but it's just like didn't add that thing. But seeing Zane and some other characters in the trailer make me hope that some characters are coming from 3 that are going to be impactful.
Mhm.
It's making me hope. I wrote this down. I don't know what I got hit like 3 times. I don't know if you felt this way, but I did. Do you feel like it felt really mechanical?
No,
Like very
I can see. I can
digital?
like
Like
digital or
not
mechanical.
mechanical. Mechanical is what the word I meant. Like every
Ro-
all the cycle were like robotics.
yeah, because of I don't even know if it's gonna be the
new
main villain of it.
Yeah.
Because they have another
The
villain.
other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, they have the guy that's standing
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, I'd agree because obviously she has like her mechanical
That's
like
funny.
big
You
old
said
arms.
you say you agree, but you literally when I first said mechanical, you said no.
No, because you had said mechanical, but then you were going.
Digital.
You said digital, and
Yeah,
that's
I'd
when I was
have
like,
meant
no.
I'm very mechanical. But it's weird because like they're like 3 was very mechanical.
Well, just what's his face had his mechanical arm.
No. Look at the entire doll. All of them are mechanical. All the soldiers, they're mechanical. The entire cities are mechanical. But but it also is. It could be like the main characters because the main characters in 3, only Mose is mechanical because I guess Flack is like full robot,
Yeah, he has a full robot.
and Zane is also like I
well,
just
Zane
felt
has like
the aesthetic just looked more mechanical than usual to me. Even though I know the entire world is like mechanical and like machinery and stuff like that, but like it just felt more. It felt heavier this time. So I don't know if that's like a plus for me, but I guess me thinking about it now, it's like okay, maybe it already always has been.
Yeah.
That. Rainbow Rarity. I don't think you ever experienced that because I don't think you played the DLC, the 2, where it brought in the Rainbow
Rarity. I was like, what are you talking
Rainbow
about?
Rarity.
I played a little bit of it, but I didn't get
You
too
didn't get
far.
anywhere?
No.
Yeah, they're hard to get. So seeing that come back, I'm super excited for that. Also, old characters coming back, and I put this. Everything kind of looks the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
It kind of is bad for
Is
me.
it?
I don't know. I think it's because I'm not trying to hype myself up. Because if I just say I love it and I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it.
Well, it's like I mean, would you have been okay if the style straight up just went opposite?
No,
of what
I
it's
feel
used
like
to?
the style needs to be cell shaded.
Mhm.
I think other than that, I'd be happy because I loved Promethea. I loved the like history and the like architecture and all that stuff.
Yeah, but now because it wasn't 3. How did 3 end? I
Lilith.
can't remember.
Lilith.
Yeah, but it wasn't there more discoveries of other vaults now, or what's?
Yeah.
So
Well, no, that was the end of 2.
that was the end of 2. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, well, now you have more planets to explore, but it's like, I mean, that's the case with
3.
3,
Yeah.
where you are going to different planets. So like, I don't even know.
Yeah, but Helldivers, we cheered. We thought it was so cool looking.
Mhm.
The factions, the creatures, the new
Buggy,
things.
the
Yeah, the
Doom
buggy,
buggy.
the Doom buggy was great. I also think that was the. Oh no, it wasn't. Mafia. What do you think of Mafia?
I'm
Old World.
excited. I wish they showed gameplay though.
I wish to, because that was clearly all cinematic.
There was all cinematic, kind of giving you somewhat of not. Well, I was gonna say an idea of the story, but it's more showing like the bond between
Mhm.
like the family
Yeah.
and stuff.
And I don't know if you read the little, because there's text every time. Sometimes
Yeah, it
it's
was
like,
it's like some in game. It could be in game.
Yeah.
Engine or something.
not.
Yeah.
But that one did say in-game cinematics, so that is what the cinematics do look like. However, a lot of times today, cinematics pretty much look like what the in-game stuff looks like. So
Most of the time, yeah.
that's gonna look really good. And also, I agree with you. I love the time period. I love that we're back
Mhm.
because I feel like now a lot of games are like futuristic looking.
Mhm.
But I love when games go back and like we can really see and interact with the history of what it was back then.
Mhm.
So I'm totally down for it. I definitely need to stream all 3 because I haven't
You
played.
do have all 3, right?
I have all 3. I bought
Because
them
I
all.
saw the trilogy on sale, and I
I
almost
have all 3
pulled
of
the
them.
trigger on
So
it.
no, you're good. I have all
Because
3.
I have one of them.
Yes,
I
we
have
have
2.
3. Oh, you have 2?
I got
thought
it
we
for
had
free on
3.
PlayStation.
That was 3. No,
No.
we got 2 after.
I didn't get 3 because I think
I have all 3. So anyway, yes, I need to stream them. I need to play them. They're so great. Next I have is the Game of Thrones game. De Period.
I need to see actual gameplay.
I called it the Shadow of Mordor for Game of Thrones.
It wishes.
Wishes? No, that's a Disney movie.
No, it's called Wish.
Yes, it was. Yes, I do hope it's like that because then people are gonna be interested in it. It's not gonna have that mechanic of the villain.
I honestly didn't even see who was working on it. Like
No, I didn't either.
studio-wise. I don't think they showed, actually.
But I hope that's kind of what it's similar to.
Mm.
Because it's a character in the world backstory because it's involved around like season 2 or 3. I can't remember what
Yeah,
season
I
it
don't
falls
either.
under. But you're interacting with the history of Game of Thrones. So
Mhm.
I thought that was cool. It didn't look the best, but it does look fun. You know. Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds. I'm excited. I am excited.
Outer Worlds you're excited for?
Yeah.
I thought that
Finally.
that trailer. So this is the only trailer, in my opinion,
Mhm.
that advertised fun.
Yeah,
Like, it
because
was
like
it was literally playing on its own self.
I
You
love
know,
how it was like from the creators who brought you I can't
this
remember.
part 2.
2.
This
And
part
the
2.
final one was
Fallout.
3 New Vegas.
No, it was Fallout 2.
No,
No,
it
it was
said
Fallout.
3 New Vegas.
Oh, Fallout 3. I
Yeah,
was
it
like
said
Fallout 3.
New Vegas.
New Vegas technically part 2. It's like really had fun with this trailer,
Mhm.
and I was like, this game looks fun. This game is advertising fun, and I love this. And that was probably one of the top trailers that I had this year.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Mhm.
I really.
And it was funny. They were like, "We're gonna add what was supposed to be in the first one,
Yeah,
but
more.
more guns." You know?
It's like more guns,
I know.
more like something. I was
Mhm.
like, that's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, it was definitely. And the trailer almost felt like a movie to me,
Mm-hmm.
because it's definitely edited that way, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm finally glad I got a chance to play the
So-
first one.
This is the game that me and you had a disagreement with. Honestly, it was Intergalactic.
Space Pirates.
Intergalactic was the game that I felt like we had a dispute about,
Mhm.
because that's the one I fell asleep during.
Yeah.
Because I was so bored, and you say you were not bored.
No.
And all the product placements that there were like 5 product placements.
I only caught one, and that's the one you called out.
The Porsche, the Sony,
Oh, the Porsche, yes, and then
Sony.
I missed the Sony.
and then there was another one, and there were there were a few, but it is, I agree with you, a Naughty Dog property,
Mhm.
so it has to be good
It has to be.
because they have not failed yet.
No, so far, even if you like, obviously, Last of Us got brought
Mhm.
back and everything. Ignoring all that, the game itself is great.
Mhm.
The story is amazing. Same thing with Uncharted, amazing. Especially 4, again, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping this is good story wise, storytelling and
And it's
everything.
gonna be.
That's what I'm was true, yeah, because all the like I said, like I've just been saying, it's like I can't like be like no,
I know.
but yeah, so I'm really expecting that from it. So I'm hoping that it obviously does well once it comes out. Honestly, obviously, but yeah, obviously, once they release more though, that's when I think
My
I'd be a
thing.
little bit more real then.
Yeah. My only thing with like for the trailer is that I was just bored.
Hmm.
Very ending when she pulls out that blade looks dope. Not enough of the trailer for me to actually like care for
Mhm.
it. You know.
To me, it's also the graphics, how it looks
It looks
and
great.
everything. That's yeah.
Don't
So
get
I
me
think
wrong.
that's for me most of
But
the time.
the
It's the
beginning
graphics.
was
What's like,
just so slow. I was like, okay, get on with it. What are we doing? Who's this lady? Come on, you know, show me something. But the fact that it was an audio property, it's like okay,
Mhm.
I have hopes for it. We'll see where it
We'll
might.
see. Yeah.
We'll see where it lands.
Also, no date.
No date. Nothing here has dates. Like you said, 4 things have dates. That's all it is. Turok. I'm excited for Turok.
I'm excited in the aspect of that this co-op.
Yes, and I'm just excited because that's a game I played in my childhood, so I'm
Mhm.
super excited for it. I mean, futuristic Dino Hunters. Come on, yes,
And they actually showed our gameplay.
and they should get
So
it's
the
fun.
gameplay itself also was like, yo, that looks really dope.
So Turok, obviously, an interesting game that I love that I think we're gonna have very fun with, and we're gonna make content in it. Lit fiction.
Yes.
Yes,
Same people that
fantasy
made
and future. I
yeah.
mean, come on, that
And then it's made by the same people that made It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Yeah. So I
So
love
it's
the
just like
interesting themes. I love
mhm.
the balance, and man, the baby dragon.
The dragon, yeah,
Yeah.
where it's like you can hatch it and then it grows.
Exosuits, like
It's so cool. And like you said, it's a mixture of fantasy and futuristic, which
mhm.
is pretty cool.
I think it's definitely going to be a very good game for us. Project Robot, the Eco Shadow of Colossus, Last
Oh,
Guardian
okay.
one.
Looks cool. I
It
just,
looked cool. I feel like it's a technified version of those games because
but
now
they
they're
only
in the
showed a little
future.
bit of it, yeah.
Yeah, so I
So
think
it's like there's no.
you did say they were connected,
Well,
like
I say that.
Eco and Shadow.
Well, that's always like the theory going on. I don't know if it's still confirmed or
So
not.
I
Where
feel
it's like the
like
eco
this
and
might be the futuristic version of those games
it'd be
because it
cool
was
though.
like a giant she climbed on, or they
Mhm.
climbed on, and the head came off and they flew
I mean,
off.
those games have like good stories as well.
Yeah, so this is cool.
Mhm.
Okami 2. I can't believe that it's actually here. I mean, you
This-
said that someone made a funny joke about Okami 2. That we're like getting Okami 2 or getting another one.
Oh yeah,
Turok.
it's like we're getting Okami, Onimusha, I think,
Yeah,
something like that,
Onimusha.
and Turok.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And
like
like
all these three, yeah.
it's like all
The
us old heads
millennials. Yeah.
are getting fed next year. Good.
Yeah, for sure. It's just been so long. I can't believe it finally comes out. So I can't wait to make content on that one and see
And-
what it is and be excited for the second one.
Mhm.
Dispatch, the Telltale with superheroes.
That one I am. That's another game I'm excited for.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
So smooth. So
Yeah, it
like
does.
the dialogue and the interactions with the text and stuff,
Mhm.
it's like super flowy, like really, really nice.
Mhm.
Like nothing like any Telltale game's ever been.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, this is definitely our alley. Like this
Yeah.
is definitely one of our good ones.
So I'm excited for it for sure.
Den of Wolves, finally a heist game. I put.
A decent heist game, but by the looks of it anyway.
But it looks like it might be an online only game, which is
Mm,
something we're not excited for.
No.
But a futuristic ninja like esque Den of Wolves like heist, we're
Mhm.
down for because it made us want to play Payday.
Yeah, it did. And also, it was made by the people that made Payday 2.
Exactly. So we're excited for that. Shadow Labyrinth is the Pac-Man secret level game.
I know you're excited for that one.
Yeah, I was. I mean, it was a side scroller
Mhm.
side scroller game.
And you get to have Puck with you.
So Metroid, yeah, Metroid, like Pac-Man gets inside of you and you can become a huge like Pac-Man. I just thought it was interesting that they made a game for it though.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
thought-
like, I wonder if the other ones are gonna get something like it,
Maybe the.
or maybe this Shadow Labyrinth is gonna be like the secret level game.
Well, I was gonna say, I think the reason they made this one was because it differentiates from its like
Original.
original format.
And then the last game I have written down is Stage Fright, which is the Overcooked.
Oh
Game
yeah,
where it
Overcooked
like splits
team.
the two, where it's like one is like horror and the other one's like colorful.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be super fun.
Mhm.
I don't know what aspect of Overcooked. I mean, they advertise like, oh, this is the new Overcooked game.
Well, I thought it was more like developed by.
But
the
I guess
people.
you're right. It is like the developers of Overcooked.
Mhm.
So I wonder like what they're gonna do. But it's definitely gonna be one of the top co-op games of next year, if it comes out next year. We'll see if it gets delayed or not.
Yeah.
But any final thoughts? this podcast?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Our next podcasts are definitely going to be like what we're anticipating for the next year. And we're going to do a fun trivia for the next one. So that's going to be great. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're a true nerd and we love you. Thank you so much. If you do want to continue to follow us on our journey, follow us on our Instagrams, our rest of our social medias. They're in our link trees in our bio and a description. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Latest.
Happy holidays.